Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Poray from Whitby, and I'd like to answer a question today that was emailed to me. The letter comes from Sarah in Whitby, who writes, "I'd like to come to your office. My friend Donna says you're an excellent chiropractor, but I'm afraid of you cracking my neck. What does that sound, and why do you have to do it?" Well, Sarah, that's a very good question, and thank you very much to Donna for those kind words. First of all, let me explain what the crack is. Every bony joint in the body is surrounded by a capsule, a balloon, if you will. Inside that capsule is synovial fluid, and dissolved inside that fluid is nitrogen gas. This is kind of like the CO2 inside a bottle of champagne. Now, normally the muscles and the fluid are in balance, with the muscles pulling the joint together and the fluid and nitrogen gas pulling the joint apart. When nerves around that joint become irritated for whatever reason, they cause the muscles to contract to protect the joint. The result is inflammation, nerve irritation, and pain. And it's the chiropractor's job then to unlock this joint, to allow the inflammation to decrease, for pain to decrease, and for motion to increase, thus returning it back to normal. To do this, the joint is locked into a position, and then a very quick, very gentle impulse releases the nitrogen gas from the joint, causing a sound kind of like cracking, but it's really just the gas being released. At the same time, the muscle spindles are reset and joint function technically returns to normal. However, it must be remembered that part of the process is to retrain the muscles and soft tissue surrounding the joint, because it has grooved a new undesirable pattern which contracts and keeps the joint from moving. But just like training any new skill, it involves muscle learning. And so it may take repetition. That's why a series of visits are often required. Now, when I adjust a vertebral segment, it's a quick and gentle and specific movement, and it usually doesn't hurt. It feels kind of like cracking your knuckles. In answer to your question, do I have to do this? Well, sometimes circumstances dictate that you cannot do that. And at the Brooklyn Family Health Center in Whitby, I use the neuromechanical impulse instrument. And you can find out more about this on my website. I generally use this on very young patients, elderly patients, and patients in too much pain for a manual adjustment. The instrument applies 6 computer-controlled clicks to adjust the joint without the cracking that you're concerned about. Sarah, thank you very much for the question. I hope I answered it to your satisfaction. For more information about this or other things, please see my website at www.drporay.com or email your questions to me, and I will answer them in this format at drporay@gmail.com. Thanks very much. We'll see you the next time.